Hello, my name is Tara Bingham, and I am the eighth grade school counselor. I am going to make this short video mainly just because if some kids missed our lesson in U.S. history, but also for parents that wanted to have this information as well, I want to include it in our newsletter. So let's get started. This lesson is just a basic lesson, introductory lesson of a 4-year plan. So pretty much your plan for high school graduation. I first did a little bit of a game. It's called a Kahoot game, just to see where they're at, which is always so interesting for me. There are some kids that really know about credits and about high school because they usually have like older siblings or maybe parents that are in education, but there is quite a lot of students that don't know this information, so it's really good for me to see where they're at. We talk about high school. I always just want to remind them, where are you going after this? And we have at Legacy here, we have kids going to different places. But I do note it. I'm like, but we have to talk about high school. And they're like, well, why are we talking about high school now? I'm just in eighth grade, right? But really, we are getting ready for high school this year. And I know that you might think that they're still young. But really, we need to talk about high school because high school starts in ninth grade, even though they're still here at Legacy Junior High. It is important for us to talk about it and get ready for it. So the number of things that I needed I went over with them is that ninth graders, in ninth grade, all the classes that they take do go towards their high school graduation requirements. And so really talking to them what is required of them is very important because they might sign up for their classes in the spring a little bit different if they know what is required in high school. And to be able to see that big picture is super important. You are considered a high school student in ninth grade, which means that your GPA, like how you do in those classes, follows you. So it'll be on your high school transcripts, which you're going to be using that to apply for colleges or maybe scholarships or other career opportunities. So it is very important for these students to know what will be following them. I feel like they take it a little bit more serious when they get to see the big picture. Graduation requirements, I'll go over in just a second all exactly what is required, but the big thing is to know credits. Credits, how long does it take to get one credit? For example, it could be a year-long English class that you take all year. You'll get one credit for that year. And then like a semester class, like if you take foods next year, it's just a half a year, so you get 0.5 credits. And this again is if you are passing those classes. If you need, let's just say for art, for example, you need 1.5 art credit. How do you get that? It could be a mixture of way. You just need that as a minimum. So there could be semester classes like art foundations or 3D design that are just semester classes. So obviously you would have to take 3 semester classes to get 1.5 credit. Or I do have a lot of like band students or choir students that have these year-long classes. You just need a minimum of 1.5 credits. So, um, really what the Davis School District requires of our students in high school is to earn 27 credits. It is in certain categories that I'll go over in just a moment, but it is very important for students to know where their end goal is. And I just broke down really quickly about just how each term you get that 0.25 credit, and then it adds up. 4 terms equals 1 year, which is 1 whole credit. Okay, let's go into the categories. In English, you need 4 credits, which means that they will take an English class their 9th grade year, 10th grade year, 11th grade year, and 12th grade year. Math, a little bit different. You need 3 credits. So you need to take secondary math 1, secondary math 2, and then this 3rd year of a math class is really something that you can talk to your high school counselor at the time, but there's a couple different options. You just need another year. Science, this is a little bit different. It is 3 credits. You need 2 lab sciences and then 1 additional science class to equal 3 credits. Those lab science classes are either earth, biology, chemistry, or physics. Next year they'll be able to choose in between earth and biology, but they will need to pick 2 of the 3, at least 2 of the 3 out of that list to meet the requirements. History is a little bit different too. Geography is going to be taken their ninth grade year. It's just a semester long class, kind of like Utah Studies in seventh grade. Though they'll have to take world history 10th grade year, 11th grade year, they take US history again, and then their 12th grade year, they're asked to take a semester of US government. And so that is history. CTE is 1 credit that they need. So a lot of CTE classes are just semester long classes. So you can just, there's a huge list of CTE classes that you can pick from. I've already talked about fine arts and performing arts. It could be either one, visual or performing arts. It's just 1.5 credits of that. Physical education, you need 1.5 credits. A 0.5 of that needs to be a class called Fit for Life. That is a class that is taught up at the high school, and then an additional 1 credit of PE credit. Digital literacy, they do require one more class. I know that they're taking one right now, but they are required to take one more semester class from an approved list. There's like 6 available that they can choose from. So they get more of a variety, but that is a class that they can take in ninth grade to kind of get over and out of the way if they'd like, or else they just need to complete it sometime in their high school career. Next is health. I know that they're taking health right now, but they need to take health one more time. That's usually taken in 10th grade. Financial literacy is usually taken in 11th grade year. You can take it at another time as well, but it is just a semester long class. And then 8.5 credits is just anything elective. So I get a lot of questions like, what if I have too many art classes? And I'm like, it's okay, it'll just flow right into your electives. So just know this could be any sort of classes that they're interested in, or it could be higher level like CE or AP classes, or it could be just like TAing or anything that they're interested in. So there's a wide range of classes, especially up at the high school, that's offered to them. I do get these questions sometimes. Do I need a foreign language to graduate high school? The answer is no, you do not. There are some colleges, so I would just push you to, if you're wanting to go to a certain college, just double check with them. But I know that this is kind of a question that's out there a lot that we get. Can I graduate high school with any U's? So we're talking about citizenship. And the answer is no. And so you really need to make up your U's that you get. I would consistently just make them up if you get them, but you'll have to clear them eventually. They don't go away. So what classes can I take next year that will get rid of some of my required classes? I talked about the digital literacy class is a really good one to get out of the way. And if you have any other questions with that, please let me know. There is some summer school options that you can do as well. But the other ones that are required here that we require is a lot of your art classes that you can get out of the way, your CTE classes. There is a wide range. And so when we pick classes out in the spring, I will remind you about those. What if I fail a class? Yeah, in ninth grade, if you fail a class, you will have to recover it. So it just doesn't just go away. You don't get credit for it, and we have to meet those requirements. And so there will be credit recovery. So that's why I encourage kids just to pass their classes, but they will have to work with me to get them recovered if they aren't. Can I do more than is required? Of course you can. We're all about learning here. And come and speak with me if there's certain interests or things that you want to accomplish. I'd love to sit down with you. Lastly is that we are meeting individually later on this year. I will be sending out a notice to have parents sign up for a meeting with just me and their student, just to kind of talk about them individually and see how I can help and assist them. So please look out for that email to sign up for an appointment. And then afterwards, I just play a game with them to see that they learn to things that I have taught them. Please let me know if there's anything else that I can help you guys with. Hopefully this was just a really good introduction, and you guys can learn more and more as the years go. Thank you.